Nathan Drake is back, doing what he does best, finding treasure, destroying said treasure, and beating up the bad guys. This time our bad guy comes in the form of a rich guy, Rafe Adler, and if you're looking to kick his ass on crushing, you're going to find that he has a pretty mean fencing game. So in this video I'm going to be breaking down that boss fight into smaller chunks and dissecting it to hopefully make it a little bit easier for you if you're struggling to beat him.
Just calm down. You can practice your fencing when we get outside.
Nate, just shut up.
So I've broken this boss fight down into 5 phases. So we have phase 1 here, which is the tutorial section. The game is just teaching you the basics of how you're going to fight Rafe. So you've got your triangles to dodge your left attack and your circles to dodge your right attack. What makes Rafe quite tough on crushing is that he's a lot quicker than he is on lower difficulties. Like, I played the fight on easy just to test the difference, and oh my god, he moves in slow motion on easy. He's telegraphing his moves from miles away, but here he is like a lot quicker. He throws some brand new moves at you that don't appear on lower difficulties, and those ones can be quite difficult to work out which angle he's coming from. So it's a bit like, do I press triangle here or circle? But I'm going to clear that up. I'm going to try and highlight for you which moves to look out for and what buttons you're meant to press when they come up, and try and sort of predict what he's going to do. He's a little bit unpredictable, but he does have a little combination of movesets that he will throw at you. So when he's throwing them shapes, it's better to be prepared and know what you're looking for and have an idea of what buttons you need to press. It's also worth noting that anytime you're in one of these struggle positions, you have to keep pressing triangle, and sometimes it won't show that you need to press triangle, but even if it does, I just like to keep pressing triangle until the animation is totally over, just to be on the safe side.
You care about that parade of losers so much. I'm going to make sure they join you.
On guard, dickhead.
That's the spirit.
This little section signifies the beginning of phase 2, where the sword fight begins. Now, to start with, his combos are very short. They're only 3 to 4 moves in length. You may get stuck in this phase for quite a while. Sometimes you go around in circles with him a bit, but keep plugging away until you get your chance to fight back. I only like to press square about 3 times and then reposition myself back in the middle. I don't want to get stuck trying to be too offensive at him. As you can see here, I'm just sort of hanging back, waiting for him to bring the fight to me so that I can just reverse the moves and wait for my chance to fight back. During the middle of phase 2, you'll get this struggle animation where you mash triangle. Then after this, he will introduce a brand new move which I like to call the stab triangle attack. As the name suggests, this is a very quick stabbing attack that Rafe will only ever do at the beginning of a combo, and he'll usually do it straight after that struggle, so look out for it and be ready to reverse it. After that little animation where Rafe tells you to hold still, you'll hear him say something like, "Come on, quit prolonging the inevitable," which signifies the start of phase 3. Now, as you can see in the combo list, he's ramped it up to about 4 to 5 lengths now, and he also introduces a brand new move which I call the spinning circle attack. Now, that one can be a little tricky to spot, as he kind of looks like he starts from the left and comes round, and he usually performs that maneuver at the beginning of a combo, either the first or second move.
Come on, quit prolonging the inevitable.
During this phase, Rafe will want to do a move to Nate where he backs you up against a wall and does a struggle maneuver. Now, you can get stuck in this phase for a little while if you don't get against a wall, so I like to try and position myself near the wall sooner rather than later to get this bit over and done with. Otherwise, he might throw some complicated combos at you. Here's an example of him doing that brand new spin attack to me, which he will introduce in this phase at some point.
Hurt a little.
When you hit this little scene, you have made it to phase 4, which is by far the toughest of all the phases. On screen here are only a couple of the combos that I managed to pick up that he does quite a lot, but a lot of the time he starts off with his moves like his spins and his stabs, and then he sort of peters off towards the end with just alternating between triangle, circle, triangle, circle. Note here that he also introduces a brand new attack, which I like to call the overhead triangle. It's a bit like a tennis smash almost, you know, when they get to the net and they just smash the racket down. It's like that, and he'll only do that in the middle of a combo. As soon as Rafe finishes saying, "Come on, legend," he is going to come at you with an attack right off the bat, and it can be quite difficult to read what it is because he actually starts doing the attack before you even get control of Nate. Now, I'd say 9 times out of 10 he normally does a circle attack, so when in doubt, press circle. But he might do the stab attack too, so try and see if you can read him from that short little split seconds you have.
Come on, legend.
Coming up in a second is going to be a very long struggle animation, and I just find if you just mash triangle throughout the whole thing, then you're good to go and it's over a lot quicker. So here we have an example of Rafe doing that overhead triangle attack. It's that third triangle in, so as you can see he normally does it in the middle of a combo, so look out for it there. You're looking for that swiping down attack that he'll do. As the difficulty starts to ramp up and Rafe starts throwing more moves at you towards the end, one of the things that I like to do is press the buttons a couple of times, like maybe give them like a double or triple tap, just to make sure I get the timing right. Also, by being in that fast tapping sort of mindset, you can actually correct your mistakes, and the game is actually quite forgiving. Sometimes I might have tapped circle and gone, "Oh no, that's a triangle move," and then quickly switched to triangle, and I've still actually reversed the move correctly. So that's something to bear in mind maybe and try out and see if it works for you.
I'm taking my brother and we're leaving. You want to stay and burn with the ship, you be my guest.
You got me. You know what, Nate? Underneath all the bravado, you're just a sad little boy with delusions of grandeur. Who, by the way, can't fence for shit. So long, Nathan Drake.
Nathan!
Phase 5 is the final stage, and it's actually very simple because the combo I'm going to throw up on screen is exactly the same every time you play it on every single difficulty. So just jot it down somewhere, commit it to memory, whatever you need to do, just follow that and you should be good to go.
On a goddamn silver platter. I earned this. All of it.
You want the treasure, Rafe? It's all yours.
Ouch! Well, that marks another bad guy crossed off the list for Nathan Drake. I hope this video helps you guys out and it wasn't just a random confusing combination of triangles and circles. I just felt like because Rafe is a little bit random and hard to predict, that having some kind of foreknowledge of the types of moves and how long the moves are going to be will sort of help you get the edge on him rather than feeling like he's throwing like stuff at you and you're not even expecting it. You know, you kind of expect the unexpected. That was the theme I was going for here. Anyways, good luck in your search to rid the world of evil, and I will catch you next time.